Hey Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is going to be your mid-August you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person that you might be connecting with. Keep in mind that because it's a general reading, it can be interchangeable, and it can be in regards to an intimate or a platonic connection. So let's go ahead and get started. The shared energy here, Aquarius, is the semi-sextile of allowing. So this is an encouragement to see the potentials, okay, rather than the losses, you know. This is a very clarifying energy. So you might feel a lot more clarity than you've had before, Aquarius. You may be coming to some big realizations about self and how that reflects to the world around you. You may be seeing things in self or others that you really didn't have clarity on before. Some of it good, some of it may be bad, but truthfully it's all good because it's giving you a higher knowledge and higher perspective. So be prepared for that energy, especially with the full moon and, you know, the Lion's Gate and the new moon coming. It'll be important for you to focus on what you're feeling and what you're thinking. Expect the best, Aquarius, because there are rewards here. This is talking also about things coming to fruition that you planted the seeds for a long time ago. So there might have been some intentions, some thought intentions that you set into motion a while back ago that you may be seeing come to fruition, so to speak, in your physical external reality during this time frame. All right, so I'm seeing that in a very positive way, because this is all about a growth cycle and growth potential, and feeling rewarded. Okay, so, and then here you are, your overall supporting energy is the Ace of Wands. So what a great way to go into this mid-August, you know, coming from a place of inspiration. Inspiration is one of the highest quality emotional vibrations you can emanate. So get really inspired, Aquarius. Get really in touch with your creative self and what your desires are, and start thinking about and playing with that energy about where you want that to go, okay? You might also be very magnetic during this time frame, okay, because this does talk about attraction and sexuality. So nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? So this person has the Tower over here. This person is also getting enlightened, okay? So didn't I just say that? The shared energy was this clarifying energy, right? So I feel like this person is also getting some new insights, okay, onto themselves or this connection or just in general. And it's coming in ways of like old ideas that they had about you or about themselves that they're recognizing was not the full truth or the full breadth of what truly was occurring, you know, or, you know, realizing some untruths that they may have told themselves. I never see the Tower as negative. Even if it is an unexpected moment, I always see it as positive, because you always come out of it with a higher understanding than you had before. So I feel like that's what the energy is going on this person's side. So Aquarius, let's go into the recent past energy and see. You have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. You had a card flip and then it went away. Five of Wands in the reverse. So I'm glad to see the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands in the reverse. It's interesting if you look at the depiction here, Aquarius. So it's like you were in this mental space where you were constantly feeling tension, constantly feeling stress, feeling like you're being pulled in one direction emotionally, and your mind being kind of pulled in another direction. And I think you were stuck there for quite a while, Aquarius. And that's in the past energy leading up until now. But out of this seemingly stressful situation, over this seemingly struggle, came something brand new. And it's a new seed of intention. Remember I said that some of you planted an intentional thought maybe 7 months ago. Think about where you were 7 months ago, Aquarius. You may be seeing whatever this was in the past that you planted come to fruition. So, you know, I feel like you had to get yourself... See, this could have came to fruition a long time ago for you, Aquarius, but you couldn't get out of your own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't get out of your own way of thinking about it. And so it caused you to go internally to do a lot of internal work. And now that you're kind of more on the periphery of the problem as opposed to being in the problem, you are now getting ready to kind of get out of universe's way so it can give you what you asked for. Now, sometimes what we ask for 7 months ago, we may not even want it now. So you may have something to come to fruition that you wanted then, and now you don't really care about it, but it's coming to fruition because you stopped caring about it, or you stopped giving it so much thought that you released enough resistance to where you could release it. So let's see what this person's recent past energy is then, Aquarius. The Hermit. The Ten of Cups. The Six of Wands. The Knave of Pentacles. So this enlightenment, right? This tower moment that's going on this person's side, it's coming from a place of being ingenuine. Okay, so someone was being ingenuine within the connection, you know, pretending to feel something that they didn't, or pretending to be happy when they weren't, or, you know, we all do this at times for whatever reasons, but it was inauthentic, right? And we cannot, we can fool some people sometimes, but we can't fool all the time. That's the song lyric that's coming into my mind. But we can't fool people. Oh, what was it? Bob Marley, I think. But it's like they couldn't keep this persona. They couldn't keep it going, Aquarius, because it wasn't authentic to what they actually felt, right? So in the past, this person had to either drop the persona, or the situation was going to I can't get the word out of my mind, out of my mouth. Irrevocably. That's not a word I usually say. Let me rephrase this. This person couldn't hold up this inauthentic mask, right? And their foundation has to come crumbling down, and they ended up pushing away something that they actually wanted. And I wanted to say indefinitely, or the word I tried to get out but couldn't get out, but I had my thoughts completely stop when I tried to say that, because Spirit wants to remind everyone that nothing is indefinite. Nothing is the final of anything. We are eternal beings. We're constantly creating, whether in this life, the next life, the next life, and the next life, we can't stop being. So that was an incorrect term, and that's why I was being corrected. So sorry. But you know what I mean? They felt it was infinite. Like, they felt that that was finite, whatever this tower moment was. Like, once that facade came down and you saw the true colors, or this person saw your true colors, they felt like that could never be fixed. Like, that issue or that tower moment was the end and the all. But I'm being told that's not the case. So we'll see why here in a minute. All right, so I need to move forward from that. All right, so perception. It's getting me all tongue-tied over there. All right, so let's look at your perception, Aquarius, of this connection and see what's up. So you have the Fool. Gosh. Oh, here's the Tower. Okay, so these wanted to come out. The Fool, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Tower. So, Aquarius, you see that when you think about this connection, it's like taking a leap. You know what I'm saying? Taking a leap, right? I feel like you view this person as someone that you would have taken that risk with, or you did take that risk with, did take that risk for, all right? You see this person as someone who is wise beyond their years, that is someone that you kind of look up to intellectually, but emotionally they can be a bit of a player, or they play games too much, okay? And Aquarius people, they love a good puzzle, but they don't necessarily love a good game. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they don't like it at all. So, and an Aquarius will not join you there. They won't join you in that emotional games. Okay, so they'll just let you play them, and then they'll just cut you off, you know, or just not give it attention. So, and that may be what you've done in the past, or that may be how you've handled things with other people, Aquarius, because there is this message of just kind of keeping quiet, you know, just kind of taking your time and resting and allowing change to happen naturally. So, Aquarius, I feel like you, for a lot of you, you knew that this person was putting on a front, or you know that so currently for some of you, and so you're just kind of sitting back and watching and waiting for the Tower to come in, for a change to occur, because you know it's inevitable. You know that it's inevitable, right? Because you can't keep unstable energy like that. So I feel like your response, Aquarius, at least in the past or in the current, is just kind of to sit back and be quiet and watch the change happen naturally. And in the meantime, you know, be comfortable with where you're at. You're open to this person, but you're not going to impose self. I feel like it's more of this, yeah, laid back approach. Okay. So let's see how this person perceives you. All right, the Devil, the King of Swords. Okay, well, that is your energy, the King of Swords here. The Star, wow, okay. And the Six of Swords. So I feel like Aquarius, one of two things. All right, one, this person could be obsessed, absolutely obsessed with you, fixated with you, sexually obsessed with you, or, you know, they just have a very intense attraction to you. They may feel bound to you, spiritually or emotionally, even when you're at a distance, or even when you don't know. I also get a message about someone's lingering, for some of you in real life, like may drive past your house or check on you or watch you, like that stuff. And I don't usually get that kind of stuff. I usually get like more like social media, but for a few of you, it's an actual, they know where you live, you know. For others of you, yes, it could just be online, curious, you know, they may obsessively check on your social media, Aquarius, not because they're going to do anything about it, just because they're just fixated for whatever reason. This person could be at a distance from you. Okay, so that's a good portion of you. All right, but for others of you, I just feel like that's a good portion of you. I'm sorry, I'm not really getting another message. I guess for others of you, if it's not that, It's just that this person's perception is that there's some sort of fixation here, okay? They could see you being fixated elsewhere, Aquarius, and you being fixated elsewhere causes them to fixate on you because they're trying to figure out where you're fixated at. Do you see how that's like a dog chasing its tail? Never a dull moment, Aquarius. Okay, so let's see how you genuinely feel, all right, towards this connection. How do you genuinely feel, Aquarius, towards this person, towards this connection? Yeah, the Chariot, and you had a card flip. It's the King of Cups in the reverse. Whoa, Six of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups in the reverse. So, Aquarius, this is a bit complicated. On an emotional level, you genuinely feel like you have gotten enough enlightenment about the connection. That's what you were doing in the past, that you no longer desire to focus on it. You just genuinely don't feel the way that you felt before. Not that you don't have feelings, Aquarius, but you're not being driven by your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of in this neutral space where it's like, I'll allow it if it comes to me freely and naturally, right? Because this is the art of allowing. That's what it is. That's what you're learning, the art of allowing, where you're just in this space where whatever is coming for me will come to me. And if it's this person, I do feel that you will be accepting of them in whatever way that means. You know, it could just be as simple as you just returning a text, or, you know, like responding. Doesn't mean that you get married and you go off into the sunset, although some of you maybe, I don't know. But it just means that you wouldn't reject, but you're also not going to impose. Why? Because genuinely you're trying to let go of the past, or you have. You know, you learned what you knew from the past, and emotionally you're set to forward momentum. And that may mean, you know, not necessarily reconciling or you know, going towards this person, but again, you're not opposed to it either. You know what I'm saying? You're neutral. That's what it is. We can only be in the receptive mode of allowing universe to bring us what we've requested when we are in acceptance mode, allowing mode, meaning we have grown from it. We realize the reward of the situation, and we also realize the higher reward in letting go. And some of you emotionally, you have done that work. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, so let's go to this person's genuine emotions here, Aquarius. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So this person, Knave of Cups. Don't mind my dogs. The mailman's here. So this person's genuine emotions. I feel like this person wants action, Aquarius, but they're also confused. They get very emotionally frustrated. This person's back and forth. And you know what? I felt this in the August reading that I did 2 weeks ago, Aquarius, where the person you were dealing with was kind of like sending mixed messages, so to speak, energetically, you know, because of their own inconsistencies with what they're feeling. And I see that continued here, where this person emotionally is like ready to take action, and then emotionally confused, and then And then emotionally, they're ready to kind of make some progress, but slower than they felt before. So they kind of doubt themselves. That's what that's about. And then they get frustrated. Okay, and then they come back to the same original thought. This is a fixation. This is an obsession. Like I said, people don't like when I use the word obsession as if it's super negative, and none of us do it. We all fixate on things, thoughts, emotions. You know, it's just different what we all choose to fixate on. But I feel like this person's fixation is you. You know, but at the same time, they genuinely don't know how to approach it, or it's this emotional back and forth, so to speak, of being confused about how to approach something and then not really making any progress because the frustration blocks the progress. And then we've come back to step one. So this person goes from step one and they start to think about step two, which is so step one is like acceptance of what is. Then this person starts to think about step two. Okay, what's next? And what action am I going to take next? And that's good. They're getting forward momentum. Then they get to step three, where you're supposed to be deciding and then making an action, and they get stuck there. And then they go backwards from 3, 2, 1, back to step one, which is thinking about the problem again, thinking about the loss again, not in acceptance, not in allowance. And it goes backwards. So you see, that's why the Tower is here. It's going to take it out of this person's hands because, you know, they're in reaction mode and not creation mode. That could be how they live their life, like constantly reacting to just whatever presents itself in that moment, you know. Or how they've been in the past, but that's going to change. See, and you've been sitting back and you've been watching the changes, Aquarius, not really saying much, but watching this person transform on an emotional and spiritual level. So let's see where this is headed. What's your desire? The Magician in the reverse is the Hope. Well, you don't want to play games, that's for sure. It's like you don't want to create anything with this person or within a connection or just in general that doesn't help you to grow to be a better, bigger person. So you're being very selective here, Aquarius, in mid-August. A selective shifter is what came in mind. Sifter. That's a selective sifter. This person's hope is the Eight of Swords, which doesn't seem like much of a hope, right? Because I think that they have a hard time having hope. And it's exactly as I stated. It's not much of a hope, is it? It's more of a fear. But they think it's a hope, but this person's very confused. They need to sit and really think about their emotions and how that's tied to all of the relationships they're experiencing. Or maybe just sit and meditate or something. So I think that also this person hopes to be rid of the fixation. Of course, they don't want the mental thoughts to continue anymore. They're tired of that feeling. So let's see what the most likely future outcome is. Aquarius. And keep in mind now, the future energy is malleable, so it can be changed with free will. I'm just giving you a snapshot as to what it looks like currently. So my cards fly out. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, there's the Ace of Wands again. If you remember, you had the Ace of Wands in your, if I get it up. No pun intended. Okay, you had the Ace of Wands in your overall supporting energy. Little dry humor there for you. All right, so it's a repeating energy. That's that inspiration. Here it is again. Desire, creative thought. So let's see. Peace of mind, Seven of Wands. Dang, enlightenment. No way. 10 of Cups. Ah. Wow. And it came out in the reverse. It actually came out like this, so I'm going to read it both ways. Wow. Wow, Aquarius. This is the reading you've been waiting for. Yes. This is alignment. You see? Look at these cards here. I want you to look at them like this. Let me see if I can get them. This is alignment here in tarot. This would be the best representation. See, there's a desire here. There's a desire here that you have, and now you are standing in the belief that it will come to you. And there is no resistance in that thought or feeling because you've allowed yourself to go to a very neutral feeling place as it pertains to this connection. And then what ushers in? The Ten of Cups. Absolute emotional fulfillment. Everybody that's matching you is coming in naturally towards you, whether it's family or friends or lovers or this person. It doesn't matter because you got out of your own way. So let's go back to the beginning of the reading. There was something that you set into motion via thought about 7 months ago, but it could be in the month of July. I get the word number 7, 7 years, 7 days, 7 weeks, the 7th, something like that. And you kind of done this work to get out of your way and to start allowing your brain to start thinking about future desires. In the meantime, you got into a space where this person could not affect your energy anymore, meaning your moods did not swing when their moods swing. If you were being affected by what this person was doing or what they were saying or what they were feeling, and you were letting that shift you emotionally, you've taken that power totally away from them and totally back to yourself because they don't have the power to make you feel anything that you don't want to feel. So they could become a millionaire. They could go off into the sunset. They could do something to try and get you angry with them. They could do anything, and it would have zero effect energetically on you because you've placed yourself in a neutral space. And because of that, and listen, you're holding space open for this person, Aquarius. Like I said earlier, it might not be to have the full enchilada with them, but you're not holding judgment towards this person, because if you are, then you're not in a space of allowing. A space of allowing is being in that neutral space, but also leaving space open to expect the best. And that includes the best in this person. And so if you've done that, this person will have no choice but to show you their best, or to allow this tower to remove them completely from your life. So let's see what their future energy is based on that. All right. So 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, it's going to be a long reading. 7 of Pentacles. That's very talkative today. I just did Leo's reading too, and I was like, super talkative. So this person's future energy. 7 of Pentacles, the Empress, 8 of Cups. There's the Tower at the bottom of the deck, again, for this person. All right, that's what I was saying earlier. And the Death card. So there's change here. And then Judgment. Ah, yes, needed change. This person cannot waver in the energy any longer. There's a decision being made, and either they're going to make the decision or universe is going to make it for them. And and either way, it's in their highest good. So either way, this change will benefit them because it will give them clarity that they didn't have before. It'll take any falseness away from the relationship. If they had false ideas about you, they'll see the truth, good or bad. Vice versa, you same. And there's going to be some decisions made. So I feel like this person got kind of comfortable, you know, in their own skin. So I actually feel that that once this person gets comfortable in their own skin in the future energy, and they stop this song and dance and this back and forth and this trying to show something that's not the truth of who they are, and they come into alignment with that, then there is a judgment here and an ending, and I don't mean ending like a definitive ending. This person has to get out of the idea that there are definitive endings. You know, endings only ever roll into new beginnings over the course of your entirety of your being. That may be the concept that they need to let go. They may have a hard time forgiving self, or thinking that things have changed so much that it can't possibly change again, but it will change again. They'll see that. They'll get evidence of that. It constantly changes. It's always changing. So if it's always changing and it's never over, then the only thing that's worth thinking about is the future and how you want to behave in the future. It doesn't so much matter about the past. That's the realization this person needs to come to, or is coming to. And then once they get in that space, and I see them right now, I see them headed towards that trajectory of getting into that space, things change in a major way, and then judgment comes in. A favorable outcome for them. So, yes, Aquarius, I felt like you've sat back for a while and watched as things kind of naturally changed over time, and yeah, you're going to see continued changes. Like I said, you're also going to have like an aha moment and something come to fruition that looks pretty good here. So that's really exciting. And then this person, they're doing their own internal work. So I do feel that they are coming to some epiphanies. They are figuring out how to get more confident in their own skin. And there's changes, big decisions on this person's side. So just sit back, relax, Aquarius, and allow it. Allow it. All right. So zodiac signs you could be dealing with. Excuse my dog again. I have a lot of Scorpio energy on the deck, on the table. I have Scorpio here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So some of you could have that in your chart, be dealing with one, but I have a lot of Libra as well. So I have Libra here, and I have Taurus here, and I have also Virgo, and it could be another Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus here, Cancer here, Pisces, did I say Capricorn? I said Virgo, I said Taurus, yes. Yeah, those are the primary zodiac signs I see. I do have fire out on the table, but not any major arcanas with fire, but it certainly could be a fire sign as well. It's not about the zodiac sign though. If it resonated, it resonated, okay? So thank you guys for joining me today. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this reading. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, also linked down below, as well as the About tab. And also, if you like my clothing, you can purchase it for yourself on my sister's online boutique, linked below as well. Either way, wishing you guys the very best, and until next time, my friends, namaste.